Yes, I've hiked the trail a number of times before. It's been a number of years since I've done it, and I usually try to hike it with the troop that I'm involved in. So it's been a few years, and so I'm trying to prep for this one. Been doing a little hiking, and I look forward to it. It'll be tougher than the last one I remember. I know that, but the really great thing about it, of course, is I'll be hiking with my son and my grandson, and that'll be an experience that probably be the last one for me, but it'll be something I'll always remember, and I think that they will too. I think it'll be something we'll really enjoy together.
All right, my name is Kirby Smith IV. And what brings me here is this is the 50th anniversary of the Mischa Mokwa Trail, and my opportunity to hike the trail with my son, Kirby, and my father, Kirby. So, and this will be round 2 with my father and I. We did it on the 25th anniversary, which is real neat, but this is an extra special occasion. And we're ready to go. Guys, you ready?
My name is Kirby Smith. I'm here to hike the Mischa Mokwa Trail with my grandfather, father, and another scouting friend from Pensacola, Florida, Troop 495.
I don't know that I would have ever been involved to the extent I am if I hadn't watched my father do what he did with scouting and go with him as a boy to these meetings and to these outings, and his enthusiasm for scouting. It rubbed off, and my brother was involved. He's an Eagle Scout. He was very much involved during the process of the trail. His photographs in the original ribbon cutting of the 50th, along with my dad. And as I moved through it, sure, when I was a young boy, he had to push me to get things done. But after a while, you see that, hey, this is really the way it needs to be done, and then you want to help others get there.
Destination. Ewing. Really been neat growing up in a legacy environment, to where not just my father, but so many people knew my grandfather. And so when I was going through Scouts, and you're almost too young to appreciate when they're working with you and that kind of stuff, and glad to have you. It wasn't until I was older and back in the Order of the Arrow, and we're really on a council level. We were doing things on a council level, even a section level. I was involved in the section for about a year, and so many people knew him. These are the old timers at the time, but I mean, so many people knew him and the things that he contributed, as well as my father. So I mean, you're in a legacy situation at that point, and realizing how important their contributions were to scouting in this area.
The Mischa Mokwa Trail is a lot steeper once you get past Gibson Gap. So far it's really beautiful out here. Not so much bugs, but rocks, dirt, roots. Knowing that we are the first few people to be on the trail is amazing. It's really quiet out here. Yeah. Edit that out.
Reasonable everything here.
Well, I believe it. I said it tastes like that. And I was in first grade. My dad was, of course, involved in scouting all his life, I guess. Sort of like me. He was an Eagle Scout, and he attended the World Jamboree in 1929 in England with the Texas contingent. And when he ended up in Kentucky, in Middlesboro, he immediately got involved in scouting and started troops. And he was involved on the troop level as scoutmasters. And then as I was growing up, he became involved on the council level. He was the council president at one time, and so he was just involved in scouting in general. So he was involved in not so much in blazing a trail, but in helping get the park on board and getting the medals and the patches and all that.
dad, he wanted to get me started in Cub Scouts. I started in Pac 5, Christchurch. I made it from Bobcat to Weeblo 2 in Cub Scouts. It's with your family a lot. You have family supporters to kind of push you along the way. And Boy Scouts, you're on your own, and you have to work your way up through the ranks. I believe I underestimated the trail. The first part is very easy, but once you actually get to the trail, it's really hard, but fun.
Miles off the top.
What I know.
Made it from Martinsport Campground to White Rocks, or no, I'm sorry, to Sand Cave, and we dropped our backpacks and we headed down to the cave and got to explore, you know, the awesomeness of that natural feature. Even going up into the little catacomb looking things, those are pretty cool. The waterfall is still, got water going, and got our heads wet under that, which is cool. And then we came back up to the top, kind of regrouped, and then headed on to White Rocks from there. Dropped our backpacks again, and then headed up to White Rocks and got a couple of really neat shots up there of the view all down through Virginia. You could barely see the hills and the mountains.
We hiked 11 miles, I believe, and
That's it.
it was mostly downhill, which is better than yesterday. The best part is, for me, would be sand caves. It was really cool to go underneath and look back there.
The highlights for sure were sand caves and white rocks. Definitely those. But like with any adventure that we set out on, the best part is being able to finish with everybody you started with.
I was inspired that these guys had never, the boys had never experienced a hike quite like this, and they did it in good spirits, good shape, and no complaining. I was really thought that was a great part of it.
of the trip, is really watching everybody, being able to conquer things, go a little bit beyond where they would be, whether it's getting out there and looking at white rocks if that makes you uncomfortable, or being able to finish the day out. Those are all inspirational moments where you be able to go beyond your comfort zone to accomplish more than you would have if you weren't doing something like this. For posterity, it was so cool to be able to do this trail with my father and my son, and I don't think that's going to be my dad's last time that he hikes this trail, because I got another son coming up, and I'm sure we'll all do it again.
It was a great trip.
It was. Good time.
What do you think?
All right.